Ladies and gentlemen, stop what you're doing. This is not just another pension story. This is a full-scale reform, a financial earthquake that will shake the very foundations of retirement in Britain. If you are already retired, if you're approaching retirement, or even if you're years away from it, this affects you. And trust me, the changes that begin on the 10th of October 2025 are going to touch every pensioner's life in ways most people are simply not prepared for. For millions across the United Kingdom, the state pension is not a luxury. It's not a bonus. It's a lifeline. It pays for food. It pays for heating. It pays for rent, prescriptions, bus fares, and the little daily costs that keep people alive and independent. But now, as bills keep climbing, as inflation eats away at every pound, and as banks and the government tighten their grip, the system that pensioners rely on is being rewritten. This isn't a tweak. This is a sweeping overhaul. And while ministers call it fairness and sustainability, what it really means for everyday people is this: some will win, many will lose, everyone will feel the shockwaves. Welcome to Pensioners Power, your trusted source for everything you need to know about pensions, retirement planning, and financial wellness. Here, we cover the latest news, expert insights, and essential updates to help you maximize your retirement years. Whether it's understanding pension schemes, making the most of your savings, or staying informed about financial changes, you're in the right place. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Now, let's jump right into today's topic. Let's start with one of the most painful changes. For years, pensioners were told, contribute 30 years of national insurance, NI, and you'll get the full basic state pension. Then the bar was raised to 35 years under the new state pension system. Now, from October 2025, the bar goes up again to 38 years. At first glance, 3 extra years might not sound like much, but let me tell you, it is enormous. Take the case of Margaret, 67, from Manchester. She worked for decades, raised 3 children, and took time out of paid work to care for her elderly mother. Today, she has 35 qualifying years of contributions. Under the current system, that would give her the full pension of £221, 20p per week. But after October's change, she'll lose around £20 every week, more than £1,000 a year. For someone already counting pennies, that's devastating. That's heating switched off in the winter. That's food shopping cut down. That's independence lost. And remember, voluntary NI contributions are available, but they cost hundreds of pounds per missing year. Not everyone can afford to buy back those missing years. What you must do now, check your national insurance record. If you have gaps, seek advice before paying voluntary contributions. Sometimes they help. Sometimes they don't. Don't throw money away without guidance. For over a decade, pensioners have been shielded by the triple lock. That meant pensions rose every year by whichever was highest, wage growth, inflation, or 2.5%. It wasn't perfect, but it gave people stability. It gave people hope. But from October, the triple lock will come with flexibility clauses. In plain English, loopholes. Pension rises will now be tied not just to inflation or wages, but also to energy costs and government debt levels. If ministers say the country can't afford it, increases can be capped, even if inflation is soaring. Here's an example. Imagine inflation is at 6%. Under today's rules, pensions would rise by 6%. But under October's rules, if government debt is too high, ministers could cap it at 3–4%. That's not just a technical change. That's pensioners losing real spending power exactly when food, energy, and rent are getting more expensive. Think about John, 74, in Birmingham. He lives on the state pension and a tiny private pension. Inflation pushes his weekly bills up by £30. but his pension only rises by £15. That shortfall doesn't go away, it piles on every year. What you must do now: don't rely on the triple lock. Budget for smaller increases. Look at ways to supplement your income, whether that's savings, part-time work, or applying for pension credit. We've heard the rumors for years. Well, now, they're real. From October, the state pension age will start to rise again. Today, most pensioners retire at 66. By 2035, the state pension age will be 68. And future generations? They may be waiting until 70. Now, if you're already retired, this won't affect you. But if you were born after 1960, your retirement just got delayed. This creates a deep generational divide. Today's pensioners worked hard, retired at 65 or 66, and rightly so, but their children may work until nearly 70. Here's the injustice: life expectancy isn't equal. Someone in Glasgow might only live long enough to enjoy 10 years of pension. Someone in Surrey could enjoy 20. This reform hits poor areas hardest. What you must do now: if you're still working, assume you'll retire later. Plan your finances accordingly. If you want to stop working earlier, start building savings now. This one is flying under the radar, but it could cause chaos. From October, the DWP and HMRC will re-verify pensioners' bank accounts every few years. If there's any issue: wrong paperwork, old details, expired ID payments can be delayed or even frozen. Take the story of Eileen, 82, from Cardiff. She shared a joint account with her husband for 40 years. After he passed away, she never updated the account details. When the new checks hit, her pension could be blocked until she proves sole ownership. That could mean weeks without income. What you must do now: update your bank account details now. Make sure your ID is valid. If you have a joint or overseas account, consider switching to a single UK-based account. This reform could be brutal for low-income pensioners. Pension credit, designed to help the poorest pensioners, will now come with a savings threshold. If you have more than £10,000 in savings, your support will be reduced or removed entirely. Here's why that matters: pension credit doesn't just top up income. It unlocks other benefits: free TV licenses, council tax reductions, free NHS dental care, and more. So imagine Alan, 76, from Leeds. He worked hard, saved £12,000 over his lifetime. That's not wealth. That's barely a rainy day fund. But now, because of that saving, he could lose £3,000 a year in pension credit, plus all the linked benefits. What you must do now: check your savings against the new thresholds. Don't withdraw lump sums without advice. And be prepared for reassessment letters. The winter fuel payment, £300 to £600, has been a lifeline for decades. But now, only those on pension credit or very low income will qualify. That means people just above the line, perhaps a couple earning £20 more than the threshold, will lose the entire payment. Imagine trying to cover a £600 winter heating bill with nothing but your pension. What you must do now: check if you qualify. If you don't, explore council hardship funds, energy grants, or home improvement schemes. From October, your state pension will be directly linked with HMRC's tax system. This means tax will be taken automatically in real time. No more flexibility. No more waiting till the end of the year. Sounds efficient, right? But here's the danger: if HMRC has your details wrong, you could be overtaxed immediately. Take Brian, 70, from Kent. He has a small private pension and rental income. HMRC calculates wrongly and suddenly deducts too much from his state pension. That's £80 less in his bank every month, until it's fixed, and HMRC is not quick to fix mistakes. What you must do now: double-check your tax codes. Keep every record of your income, and act fast if you spot an error. Here's another reform that sounds modern, but risks leaving thousands behind. From October, pensions are going digital first. Paper forms are disappearing. Appeals, claims, reviews, they'll all be online. But what about pensioners without internet access? What about those in rural areas? What about 85-year-olds who have never touched a smartphone? Take Mary, 86, in rural Wales. She doesn't own a computer, and she never needed one. Suddenly, she's told to log in to gov.uk for her pension review. She can't. She's excluded. What you must do now, set up a gov.uk account. Ask relatives, carers, or community centres for help. Don't wait until October, when systems go fully digital. This might be the most unsettling of all. From October, pensions will be reviewed every 2 years, even for those already retired. That means your payments can go up or down at any time. Imagine George, 79, from London. He gets £850 a month. After a review, his NI record is recalculated and his pension drops by £40. No warning, no stability, just less money. What you must do now, don't assume your pension is fixed forever. Regularly check your forecasts. Build a small savings buffer if possible. So where does this all leave us? Winners, those with perfect NI records, private pensions and digital access, may adapt. Losers, those with savings just above the threshold, incomplete NI records, or no digital access, will lose the most. The government says this is about fairness and sustainability. But let's be clear, for millions, it will feel like cuts, delays, and uncertainty. Thank you for watching Pensioners Power. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next video with more insights on the issues that affect the UK. Take care, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest updates.